Hi, I'm Gary White for Central Kentucky Television. I'm here with Dana Parrott at the Nelson County Extension Office, and we're going to make blackberry peach crumble. It's a Kentucky Proud recipe,
That's right? That's right.
That you can get the cards here from the Extension Office in Nelson County or from Marion or Washington counties. You can also get a copy of that. And so we're having blackberry peach crumble. Are blackberries and peaches in season right now?
They are. They actually are both in season right now. Peaches are a little bit shorter. They are from the end of June to about the beginning of August, and blackberries go all the way until September.
Okay, super. So you can possibly get some of these blackberries and peaches at local farmers markets, such as here in Nelson County or in Marion County or in Washington County as well, right? So let's get started.
Okay.
It looks like we have lots of good stuff here.
Everybody's favorite things, right?
Exactly.
This one's pretty easy. It's more just throwing things together and then you bake it in the oven. So it's going to be kind of like an apple crisp, kind of is how I would describe it, but with blackberries and peaches.
Okay.
So you're going to use 2 cups of fresh blackberries.
I love blackberries.
Me too. And blackberries are so good for you. They naturally have no fat in them. They're low in calories. A half a cup's only about 35 calories. They've got vitamins.
So when you add the sugar, it doesn't matter as much.
That's right. That's exactly right. Sure.
So they have vitamins, you were saying?
Yeah. No, I mean, they're a good snack. You just want to make sure that they are bright, don't have mold on them. You're good to go.
Cool.
Then you're going to chop up 2 cups of peaches. Now you can do sliced peaches if that's what you'd rather do. The particular variety of peach that we had wasn't as easy to get off the pit. Some of them are easier than others. So we did ours chopped. It's just going to be a texture thing, however you want it in your dish. Will be fine. The other thing...
and that was 2 cups as well?
2
cups of each.
And the other thing is if you wanted to use frozen sliced peaches, that works just fine. We've talked before, frozen fruit, frozen vegetables, they get a bad rap because they're frozen, but sometimes they are more nutritious than buying produce in the grocery store because they're flash frozen a lot of times straight from the field. So if you don't have an option to go to a farmer's market and get fresh fruits, using frozen is perfectly fine.
Okay,
so
super. Very good. And
that
they're
is an
healthy
option.
for you too, I guess.
That's exactly right. It's going to have all the same nutrients. It's going to be just as good.
Okay, great.
Then you're going to take a lemon and just zest grate a little bit of the peel off. Throw that in there.
So lemon zest is actually the peel of the lemon.
We're using grated peel, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Just throw that in there. It's my little spatula here. You do 2 separate mixings in this recipe, but you can use the same bowl because we're actually going to dump this out. And then you're going to use 1/3 cup of packed brown sugar. Light or dark, doesn't matter. It's whatever you prefer. Dark has a stronger flavor typically. Most people can't tell the difference.
Okay.
And then you're just going to mix that up. And you can see that this is going to be a really colorful dish.
Absolutely.
So it'll be really pretty at a party or a picnic or anything like that. You just want to make sure that you get that packed brown sugar
Dispersed.
right. And the cornstarch, you just kind of want to spread that everywhere too. So just mix that up well. And then once you've done that, you're going to put it into a lightly greased dish.
Okay, so lightly greased. And it looks like it's going to be a nice sized dish as well. You're getting a lot of fruit in there.
Yep.
4 cups, I guess, of fruit.
Yeah.
How many people does it serve?
It does 8 servings.
Okay.
But the servings are a half a cup. So if you wanted to do bigger servings or smaller, you could. So we're just going to reuse this bowl again.
Okay.
And now we're going to make our crumble topping. And so that's pretty easy. You just need a half a cup of all-purpose flour. There is a difference between all-purpose and self-rising flour, so make sure you follow recipes that say. You're going to do a half a cup
Check the box.
Yeah, that's right.
And that was all purpose.
Half a cup of packed brown sugar again. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. We're going to go ahead and kind of mash this up before we add our butter. You can add almonds to this.
Oh, that'd be good.
Chopped, blanched almonds.
I love
or
almonds.
a different type of, if you'd rather have pecans or something, you could do that. We've talked about this too. I'm not a nut fan in meals, and so I left those out. Leaving those out, it's going to save you money, save you some calories.
That's right.
Although almonds are not bad for you, so.
They're healthy for you, but they are fattening.
Right.
Which is a bummer.
Isn't it? Most things.
I know.
And then you're going to take 6 tablespoons of butter and just kind of fold it into that. My knife's a little tricky here. But you want it to be in pretty small pieces because that's where our crumble is going to kind of happen around the butter there.
Okay.
So we're going to...
Is that how that works?
I'm going to mix it up. You'll see it'll kind of form around the butter pieces. And my whole dish is clean here, so I'm using it to assist me.
Exactly.
But
now, when you say butter, you can get salted butter or unsalted butter, doesn't matter?
right. I mean, I don't think so. I can't really tell a difference, but salted butter is going to add sodium, you know, into your meal here. So that's something you may want to watch out for. And I don't know if I said, but this was 6 tablespoons. So.
And you broke them up into like quarters.
Yeah, I mean, you can do bigger pieces, but I like thinner crumble because I want it to go all over the dish. So I'm just kind of doing it into the quarters there.
So did you measure that before you started?
The 6 tablespoons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, she's good.
Nope, we're using this whole thing here.
That's good. Again, this is the Blackberry Peach Crumble. You can get your recipe card from the extension offices here in Nelson County or in Marion or Washington County. All of them have available for you. They are a Kentucky Proud product, which means that you can get a lot of the ingredients right here in Kentucky.
Correct.
And a lot of these ingredients, particularly the fruit, you can get from the farmers markets.
Correct. The other thing with those too, you know, those cards were created by extension agents and dietetic students at UK, and they just take popular recipes and try to make them healthier. They try to make them, you know, with things that we have here in Kentucky. You can get those recipes online by visiting the Department of Ag website.
Okay.
So if you just Googled Kentucky Proud Peach recipes, that's one of them that's going to come up. But the positive to come into our office to get those cards is that if you'll flip to the back, it tells a little bit about the fruit that it's highlighting. So this one's highlighting blackberries. It's going to tell you the season, it's going to tell you the storage, preparation, how to select them. It just has a lot of really good information right there on the back of the recipe card.
That's great.
So
Super.
I think that that's just a nice touch that they've done.
Yeah, that's very good.
So.
And as you mentioned, the season is from June till about September or so.
Whoop.
So
There's my thing up here.
with all of our different ingredients there.
All right. So then we're just going to kind of sprinkle this over, and I'll spread it out a little more with my knife here. I do like that they use an 8-inch dish in this recipe because if you were to use a bigger one, you know, this would just kind of fall between the cracks and not be as effective as a crumble on top as it will in a smaller dish. So I'm going to try to spread that out.
See, they know what they're talking about when they do these
I know,
things.
I know.
Isn't that amazing?
There's a reason they make recipes, right? And then we're just going to stick that in the oven for 30 minutes at 400 degrees, and you're good to go.
Yeah, in 30 minutes, you'll have a great summer dish.
Exactly.
The Blackberry Peach Cobbler. Get your copy from the extension offices or visit the Kentucky Ag website.
Department of Ag.
Department of Ag website. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right, this has been Carrie White with Dana Parrott at the Nelson County Extension Office.